Hello guys, your opinion matters. So I request you all to watch this particular video till the end. We all know movies are a powerful medium. They shape our thought, influence our emotions, and sometimes even dictate our behavior. But what happens when extreme violence and gore becomes the norm in cinema? Today, let's talk why this trend is dangerous and how it impacts the new generation. Violence has always been a part of cinema, from war epics to crime thrillers. It has been used to tell compelling stories. But in recent years, we have seen an alarming shift. Violence is no longer just a storytelling tool. It became the main attraction for people. Let's talk about different movie industries. So let's start with Hollywood. Hollywood has gradually pushed the boundaries of violence. In the 70s and 80s, movies like The Godfather, Scarface depicted violence, but it was essential to the plot. Fast forward to today, as we have franchises like Saw, Hostel, Terrifier that focus entirely on gore with little to no real storytelling. Even action films like the famous action film John Wick, The Raid glorify stylish killing. The question is, when does it stop being entertainment and start numbing our sensitivity to violence? Next, talk about the next biggest, I can tell the next biggest movie industry, the Bollywood. The Bollywood actually has moved from dramas to brutality. Bollywood used to be about family dramas and love stories, but now they are growing trend to hyper violent movies. Movies like Gangs of Wasseypur started the shift toward realistic brutality, but then came Animal, which took stylish violence to the next level. Now we have Kill, which is being praised as India's most violent action movie. Now every industry is challenging each other for becoming the most violent action movies in which industry. The problem, these films are being marketed as cool and stylish, but in reality, they are normalizing excessive bloodshed. When young people see this, their favorites start engaging in extreme violence. It sends a message: violence is power, violence is entertainment, but in this, is this the real lesson we want to teach to the new generation? Next, let's talk about a small industry but always produced very beautiful movies, and I'm going to talk about the Malayalam industry. Malayalam cinemas has been known for its realistic storytelling. Movies like Kammatti Padam depicted violence as a necessary evil within society, but recently there have been a shift. While RDX celebrated the movie RDX celebrated raw action, I have to talk about the next movie, Marco. Marco has taken things to a whole new level. Marco is one of the most violent Malayalam films in recent times with disturbing level of gore and bloodshed. It is impossible this movie to be watching in theater, and I can see the families are coming with kids to watch this particular movie. The funny part is that in internet I can see people are trying to rate which movie is more violent, and many are very proud to tell that Malayalam industry has a movie called as Marco, which is the most violent movie in India, and all these stuffs. I feel all these things are real bullshit and really not knowing what problem they are going to bring in this to the society. The intensity of killing is no longer just about storytelling, it is about delivering shock value. This raises the questions: are we moving towards a time where Malayalam cinema, once known for the depth and realism, will now compete with Hollywood style bloodbaths? The studies shows that excessive exposure to violent content can lead to desensitization, aggressive behavior, and a distorted sense of justice. Young people who grew up watching extremely violent movie like this Marco or Kill may struggle to differentiate between on-screen action and real-life consequences. We have seen cases where individual has really tried to mimic violent movie characters in real life. This isn't just theory; it's really happening. And if you open YouTube or if you open the news, we can see violence everywhere, and this is mainly or mostly done by the new generation, and they're just trying to mimic their heroes which are seen in these type of violent movies. I think Animal has made a lot of destruction in the society. Please understand, as a filmmakers or as an audience, we have a lot of responsibility. This doesn't mean violence should be erased from movie altogether. When used correctly, it can be powerful storytelling tool, but filmmakers need to ask themselves, does this violence serve the story, or is it just for shock value? As audience, we have also have a choice. Do we support mindless gore fest like this, and do we demand real better storytelling? Do we really need movies where we give good messages for our brothers, sisters, or our kids? Do we need movies which really build a good character and a good generation, upcoming generation? Will these particular violent movies, are they destroying our new generation? Just think about that. Movies really shape culture. If we keep glorifying extreme violence, we risk creating a generation that is immune to its horrors. It's time to rethink what we consume and what we create. Let's choose movies that entertain and inspire us, not just shock.